everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for another Q&A Monday here on YouTube and Facebook.
Use your words, you guys. A special appearance from Jack
I was trying to do some
Williams.
stretches while that music was going on. I feel like I tweaked
yourself?
my shoulder. What's wrong?
Hi, Judith.
Hey, Judith.
Guys,
hey, Rob.
hey, Mr.
Hello,
Milligan.
everyone.
So we missed last week because repairs started on our main bathroom because it was raining into the kitchen. So, what are you doing?
I'm taking our name down. It's really dumb to have our name there.
Yeah, especially when it's blocking Jack. Anyway, so it's been an interesting week. Hey, Amber. I just sent you all your goodies today. I'm so excited for cricket.
It has been an interesting week with construction workers in and out. Not as often as we'd like them to be.
Not as in as we had hoped.
Not as in as we had hoped. So they just come and destroy a few things and then leave for a few days. Which it's fine. Everything is fine. But we're kind of displaced. We don't know when we're going to be okay and when we're not. But today it was the Lord said, let it rain.
Non-stop.
And it rained all day long as if we live in some rainforest. And
it's been gross. It really takes a toll on our attitude.
And nobody could work. So we're like, yeah, we can go back tonight. Awesome. Yeah. We get to see our poops again. So welcome, everyone. We're going to answer our questions or answer your questions.
To the best of our ability.
Yes.
Let's start with Amber. Boom. And it's a poo question.
I'm going to not bring them up because Lindsay asked me not to bring them up.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right. So the question is, poo question on raw food. Water is added to the food because she pretty much does not drink from anything but her food bowl. Urinates well, poops every couple of days that are well formed. But when cleaning the box the other day, I noticed how incredibly light it was in a bag. I squeeze it like sawdust. Is this normal? That is, so our cats will have that. Every now and then I'll have like a streak of like yellow.
You cat shit crazy girls.
I love you, Amber. I love you so much. So yeah, you should be paying attention to this. Now, I actually asked a very good veterinarian in a private group this exact question. And what she said was, it kind of depends on the fat content, the calcium content, all of this. It probably shouldn't be like this all the time, but it could just be that whatever that raw food or that raw protein is, has a little bit of a higher content. Great reminder also that this is why, different foods to be fully balanced are going to have a different makeup in there because every protein has its own nutritional profile. So it could just be that profile that the nutritional profile that cricket is on right now. So switch it up and see if the poop changes. That it should be like sawdust.
Hi, Gigi. Hello, ladies. Read my cat grass. My local supermarket sells it. It's organic. How do I know it's good quality? If it's USDA organic is my biggest thing when it comes to going to the supermarket and buying your cat grass, right? And I'm saying that because we went to, I think it was Whole Foods, right? And there was cat grass, or there was grass, right? Wheatgrass, oat, barley, all of those are okay. We do wheatgrass, and it was under the organic section. And then when you look at it, it actually isn't organic, which unfortunately is so for a lot of products, human products and animal products, but mainly human products, in the grocery stores these days. It has an organic section. It puts something there, but it's not actually organic. But if it's organic, USDA certified organic, you're good to go.
You are good to go.
The Feline Essential line, if I were to work on getting all of them, how long do they stay good? Oh, great question, Mary. So our Feline Essential line of supplements have anywhere from a 2 to 5 year shelf life. The majority of them are between, didn't mean to do that, but the majority of them are between 3 and 5 years. B12 is a little bit shorter until it's refrigerated. But yeah, so you're good. Don't stock up for like 17 years of supplies.
Yeah, we'll go through them pretty quickly.
Rob says, got a pack of ground beef for cats and dogs, but labeled as non-human grade. Want to add to the raw feeding repertoire. Go or no go? Okay, so if it is not if it's not food grade, then it is feed grade. All right. So the difference between, I'll just give you a nutshell. There's a lot of difference between feed grade and food grade, but feed grade, and you got it. Yeah, I was just looking at where you got it, like, because
I'm not sure where you would get it.
It couldn't be at the grocery store because the grocery store cannot sell non-human grade foods. That's just
Label
not,
is non-human grade.
it's not possible.
Yeah, I would be a little.
So a feed grade food is going to be something that is not fit for human consumption, or it maybe contains some things that are not fit for human consumption. Sometimes this isn't a bad thing, because they'll put certain organ meats that they don't necessarily sell to humans, but that your animals can eat. But I
Which
would,
would be
you know,
great
just,
for
yeah, I would, if you have questions, I would just contact the source.
Yes.
Do cats understand
Gloria.
human meowing?
I'm going to go with yes, Christopher. I do think that Jack knows tone of meow. Mare is one thing.
Yeah.
Mare?
I would say we trained
Another.
him kind of.
Yes.
I would
but
say we've trained
I
him on
definitely think
understanding our meows.
that they do.
I don't feel when I try to speak with Friday or Annie in a meow,
That
I don't think they understand my English, but they don't understand my meows very well. I just don't think I've perfected my meow.
You got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
It's okay. Hey, Gloria, can you please tell me how to cook for my cats? Nobody will ever answer this question because it's a hard one.
Are you on YouTube?
Hey.
Yes, you are. And if you go to our playlist, you will actually find a playlist with free recipes with videos showing us doing this. Now, we did not cook any of those recipes, but the majority of them, and we say in the videos, are okay to cook. So you can gently put it in, like literally make the recipe that we gave you guys. It's not, we don't formulate, but we got recipes from formulators that know how to complete and balance a meal. And then we put it together and we feed it raw, but they are the majority of them. And we say it, you could just put it in a skillet or a wok.
Brown it up a little bit.
Or, you know, just gently cook it till you get that aroma and then take it out.
Gloria, so the biggest thing and the beautiful thing about this is when we follow your own recipe from a balanced formula, from a formulator that has a balanced food, it is the most affordable way, the best way to feed our babies. So we really encourage people to get different recipes from different formulators so that you're really getting a fully balanced, lots of variety. And
the problem with in meals, right? The problem with when it comes to our cats, dogs are much easier. I think we know a crap ton of people who have it down. They're like, I know exactly how to balance my dog's meals over time. Cats are much more easier than cats are much more complicated. So you want to make sure that their food is balanced over time. Now, every meal doesn't have to be balanced, so you can just give them some fresh food. That is fine. But over time, that's the issue when it comes to is we'll say, well, here's a recipe. But if you feed that same recipe over time, it's also going to be unbalanced because our cats should not be eating the same food over a prolonged period of time. Any cat should not be doing that.
2 resources for you though. Dr. Judy Morgan has free recipes for kitties on her website, drjudymorgan.com, and also freshfoodconsultants.org. freshfoodconsultants.org. You can actually contact a formulator and get some recipes.
And you can pay for that. So what you can do with them, which I really love, is that if your cat has, like, say, your cat has kidney disease or hyperthyroidism or diabetes or something that you need specific help with in making their food at home, Fresh Food Consultants has quite a few of veterinarian formulators that can help you with designing a specific meal for your cat's specific needs.
Stuff,
New cat mom here. Welcome, Yolanda. Can I mix dry food with wet food and still add some water to it? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. You can. Charlene, right above, I just missed that one. I have a 1-year-old boy who had crystals. I don't want him on prescription food. What would be better for him? Number one, God bless you for, prescription is a trademark term. There's RX, there's veterinary. Bottom line is they're adding some kind of a supplement in there. And every good veterinarian will tell you a prescription diet is only meant for short-term use, right? Your cat's going to be on a prescription diet. There should be testing to find out if this is an effective way to feed back to health. And at the end of the day, we want our cats to be eating a biologically appropriate food. So the best thing you can do for a cat that is having urinary issues is try to get them onto a biologically appropriate. Definitely want moisture in the diet, a good quality, moisture-rich diet. If you're still looking at trying to mitigate any ongoing urinary issues, you may want to add a supplement in there, like our Urinary Cat Plus, or what is it, D-Manos, or something like that, to see if that's something that can help.
Yes. Respiratory congestion. Our buddy has had a chest sounding cough for a couple days. Okay. So Rosalind, let me tell you what we use for chest congestion. We were just saying this on a TikTok or Instagram. I can't remember, but we have a product. Why can't I find it now? Here we go. We have a product called Feline Essential Oxy-Cat. Link is in our bio on our website, twocrazycatladies.com. But this is our go-to and has been for over 20 years for respiratory issues in our cats and in ourselves. So what we do, because the question was about Vicks, that's why, because we have a Vicks vaporizer. And
it's just the vaporizer has a place where you can
it's
put
made by
Vicks
Vicks, but it has a place. I think there's some specific Vicks thing that you're supposed to put in, but I don't know. We don't buy that. We just get the vaporizer. It doesn't have to be Vicks. Just get a vaporizer. And then what we put in it is the Oxy-Cat. And that we do it for ourselves and for our cats. So if ever there's congestion, then breathing this in, this mineral is just amazing at breaking up that congestion and making it easier for cats, dogs, and humans to breathe. Next, vet recommended Lysine for snotty nose, eye drainage, respiratory issues that are off and on herpes virus. Your thoughts? So again, with the Oxy-Cat, that's what we use. Lysine is also okay. Like it's good for the most part. And you can use the two in conjunction. For the most part, we're not seeing the same results that like you used to see, or that at least we thought that we would see. But Lysine is good, L-Lysine. But I would go with the Oxy-Cat. The symptoms at bay. When our cat, we had Mr. Biddles had herpes. He had the herpes virus, and whenever he would get we would keep him on Oxy-Cat so that it would keep the flare-ups from coming along until there was something really stressful, which is usually us going out of town. And then he would get another flare-up, and for the flare-ups we use the Feline Essential Vira-X, which has the same ingredient as the Oxy-Cat in it. It's just a souped up, we call it the big sister of Oxy-Cat. So it's a souped up version because it has lysomes in it, lysosomatic enzymes, nature's antibiotic too. So it fights faster in a lot of issues, actually, any kind of virus.
Hello, ladies. Sorry if this sounds like a silly question. My cat will sit on my dresser and she will bite on the light switch. Is that safe? I do stop her. She likes to turn the light on. That is adorable. And I'm sure that your cat is fascinated with the light switch, A, because it turns on a light, and B, because she gets attention when she does it. I would look at a couple things. Does she ever crack it? If it's one of those flip things, is there a crack in it? Can you see the teeth marks? It always makes me nervous when there's a cat that's pawing. If they get their claws in between, just that they might get a claw stuck, I would kind of look at those things. If you think, if you're seeing cracking in the switch, or if you're worried about her getting her claws stuck in there, then I would just tape off that light switch for a minute and let her know that's not a cool thing to do. And maybe she'll move on to something else that's also adorable.
Yes, Heather, my cat has all of a sudden started scratching at my furniture. What can I do to stop her? We had a couple different scratching posts. We have a couple different scratching posts around the room already. Okay, so first and foremost, if your cat is scratching your furniture, you want to make sure that those scratching posts that you do offer them are, one, close to the furniture, and two, sturdy enough. The reason our cats go to our furniture instead of the scratching post is because the majority of the scratching posts, for whatever reason, I feel like there's not cat people that design these things. They're usually flimsy, right? Like you get those little stand-up ones. Those are very common. They'll play with it a little bit, but they're not strengthening those muscles. And that's one very important reason why our cats scratch, is to strengthen their muscles, reduce their stress, sharpen their claws. And they're not able to do that if they don't have a sturdy scratching post. A couple ways that you can deter this is using double-sided sticky tape on the scratching, or on the furniture, and putting the sturdy scratching post beside it. Or you can also use some kind of citrus base if they don't like citrus. Or we even use like peppermint oil, organic, always mixed with water, like a spray that will help deter them from the furniture.
I am Patty, kind of with the same question. New cat owner, congratulations. My Rocky is 1 year old and still does not use the cat scratcher. I have several different ones around the house. Had my son's cat over for a day to play, and he used it. Thought your cat would too. Nope. Is mine just a slow learner? Need help with this. He uses my chair. So the double-sided sticky tape, absolutely. But I want to also, if you haven't seen this video yet that Jay just made, today we kind of put together a quick, it's a 2x4. You wrap with sisal rope and you put it up on the wall. And it is the sturdiest thing. Sisal rope is like, it's that horse kind of like hemp rope or something like that. Cats love it. So I would see if there's a way, if it's a chair, if it's furniture, exactly what Jay said, they need something they can really rip into. You're going to find those kinds of cats messing up carpet, messing up furniture, because they really want to scratch. So if your little one is not using the scratchers that you have for them everywhere, but is using your chair, it's probably because it's more sturdy. I would try to put a very sturdy post, or if you can, that 2x4 with sisal rope near your chair and see, because it's far more appealing for cats than most furniture. They love it.
Melanie, I have a 7-year-old neutered male who makes the biggest stinky poos ever and sometimes pees where he shouldn't. Took him to the vet and he's declared healthy. Wonderful. Thank you for doing that first. Anything I should look for? So when it comes to our cats going outside the box, especially if it's sometimes, first and foremost, we want to rule out a health issue. Not so good on you for doing that. If we know that it's behavioral, there are some very easy steps that we can take as cat parents that we didn't know about for so many years, that we've learned from feline behaviorist on how to, on basically the litter box rules, right? Like if you have one cat, you need at least 2 boxes. You need to make sure that they're placed in a good place. You need to make sure that they like the litter choice that you pick. All of these steps are in our cat symptom checker on our website under behavior for litter box issues. And we have broken it all down for you guys. Hi, Sandy Cat. Thank you so much for 100 stars for Mission Meow.
I love it. Hi, I have 3 indoor cats and I also feed 20 stray cats in front of my building. Carlos, a male stray cat, peed at my doorstep today, but there was a stream of urine inside my house. Oh, how can I stop him from doing that?
Feeding so many stray
Please,
kitties.
because it's a disaster for me. Okay, so number 1, I would want to do whatever you have to physically. If pee runs in from your doorstep, then I would want to do something. Put in like a weather strip or something to keep any kind of moisture out. Number 2, and this is going to sound inhumane initially, but if you're feeding these 20 stray cats in front of your building, so not on your doorstep, great, then you may want to use something. It's called, you can get it on Amazon. It's called
Sounds horrible.
Cat mace. They are all natural ingredients. We have used it a little bit because we have stray cats that come in our backyard and they wreak havoc on our indoor kitties. It's very stressful for them. So
you used it once.
I use it about 3 times, but you use it sparingly so that it's like just right there.
Thank you, Jolene.
Thank you, Jolene. Wherever you found that pee, spray it down. Give it a spritz with an enzymatic cleaner, so you get that smell out of your house. And then right on the doorstep, give a little bit of cat mace to try to keep that little one.
Yeah, it'll say on the thing on the bottle, but it can go to a certain area. So you could be like, okay, I want the stray cats to just kind of stay over here. And then you can, take the areas where you don't want them to be and spray it if it works. Now there's also for peppermint oil, there's lots of different things that you can use to kind of deter citrus sprays, things like that. Deter cats from getting too close to your door, if you will.
Thank you, Mr. Milligan.
Thank you, Rob. You're the best. My cat has major dander on him. What can I do for dandruff? So dandruff, omega-3 fatty acids. Obviously, a moisture-rich diet. If you feed your cat a dry cat, if you feed your cat a dry food, they're going to be a dry cat. They're going to have dry skin. But if you feed, so a diet is always number 1. You guys are killing me. You're so awesome with your stars.
I can't wait to tell Mission Meow.
But omega-3,
big night.
Omega-3 fatty acids are super good. Can you use Oxy-Cat and nebulizer? Yes, Deb. You just you only want to use like a few drops, so like 2 to 4 drops, because it only comes within like in those nebulizers. It's only like an ounce of water, so you don't really need it. You don't want to use it straight.
Nina, I started feeding Vira-X for my 2 cats, and one of them is getting more food aggressive at times. He was already food aggressive due to scarcity. Any advice? This is where wonderful that you're feeding raw. If you've got a little one that is worried about there being enough food all the time, one of the great ways to help that situation is using those little feeders. So either it's a puzzle feeder, or it's a thank you, Jolene
for another 50
or maybe it's a scheduled feeder. And what we do with our babies, they get fed 5 times a day now, but they get little snacks. So they know something is coming every few hours. It could really help. We use little freeze-dried mini nibs. There's a bunch of great brands out there that are making those freeze-dried, but you can kind of leave them out and let your little one know that there is food. There's no such thing as scarcity in this forever home. That there will be regular food. You may want to also try feeding him away from the other babies so he doesn't feel, doesn't feel threatened in any way while you're getting him to understand that he lives in abundance.
Yes. Patty said having to get the grass for them to eat, would that encourage them to dash outside and then when a door is open for if they see the grass and they think it's for them? It could, but I haven't seen that happen. That doesn't happen due to the grass in our home. If the cats haven't been outside, if the only thing that makes our cats dash out is when we start to allow them to go out and then we stop, then they want to dash out. The grass, no, not so much. But I think we keep grass available for our cats all the time. We keep it next to the sink. So it's super easy for us to water when we need to and keep an eye on it because we're always near the sink, washing the cat's dishes, doing stuff and things. So if you keep it in a location where it's going to be easy for you, but also easy for your cat to get to, our cats love it as an appetizer, especially Zorro. Every morning and usually every evening while I'm making the food. So I warm up their raw food in a bowl that I put in the sink in warm water. And I stand there and stir it. And he always jumps up and eats that cat grass. And it's like his appetizer. I'm like, you getting your appetizer right before?
Every time.
It's so cute.
Hey, Susie, real quick. It's called cat mace. So cat, CATMACE.
Yes.
Cat mace.
Thank you, Laura, for 50.
Thank you, Laura.
For 50 stars for Mission Meow. You guys are so sweet.
Can I give Vira-X with Oxy-Cat? Will Oxy-Cat work alone for runny eyes and some congestion? I would definitely try with Oxy-Cat first.
If that's what you have.
Yes, if you've got both, then try the Oxy-Cat first because it is not as expensive as the Vira-X and it is very effective. So you can use it in a vaporizer. So
you're saving a little bit of money.
Eye wipes, right? You can use it in their food to help with.
Yeah. So basically we call Oxy-Cat the little sister and Vira-X the big sister, right? So if it's just like a little bit of runny eyes, a small amount of congestion, something like that, Oxy-Cat usually is enough to just kick it out. If you start to see we go to Vira-X first because we just want to kick it as quick as possible if we see anything. But if like those symptoms are a little scary, if you've been dealing with it for a little while, so two different opinions here, but both of them are fine. I would go Vira-X just to kick it out as quickly as possible. And then Oxy-Cat on a more maintenance level for upper respiratory issues.
Rob, and tacos.
You said tacos?
I'll take some tacos. Cheers. I'm so hungry right now. Amanda, hello. Any supplements to boost immunity for a cat diagnosed FIV positive kitten? Oh, can all cats be given immunity boosters as well?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And let me tell you, girl, right here, Feline Essential Catalyst is our go-to. We help so many cats with FIV positive kitties. A good diet, nothing out supplements a diet, right? The diet
helps the immune system.
Right. So our obligate carnivores, they need to eat a moisture-rich diet. They need to eat all of the meats and organs and vitamins that they need on a regular basis. So a good quality, high protein diet is going to obviously keep their moisture or keep their bodies strong. But Feline Essential Catalyst is our go-to. It reduces inflammation. It builds that immune system. We take it ourselves for immunity health too. It's absolutely awesome.
Oh, and Caroline, thank you for adding that. We bought the Oxy-Cat and the Vira-X and has worked great so far for FIV baby. Anytime that we see, anytime that there's something that's suppressing the immune system, we want to build it up as much as possible. If there's a secondary infection, it just makes them so much more susceptible. Then definitely kick it with some Vira-X. Keep it at bay with Oxy. It's a big help while you're building that immune system.
Yes.
So give me a couple tacos. I'm kind of a mercenary that way. I will do tacos with you any day.
Any limited ingredients cat food recommendations from you ladies? Okay, Tiffany, this is a good one. So it really depends on what it is, right? So like for instance, if a kitty has an IBD flare up, right? We want to go on a bland limited ingredient diet. What we recommend is 50% turkey, 50% pumpkin, pure pumpkin. So like ground up turkey, cooked ground up turkey and pure pumpkin mixed together for that bland diet until the body is able to, till the GI tract is able to kind of like take a breath and relax and then go into novel proteins. So it really, it depends on what you're dealing with on what the limited ingredient would be.
Hey, Brandy, God bless you for rescuing a stray kitty. How do I get her to use the cat box when she is inside? So we found out that litter box, covering of using a litter box, is actually taught from their mamas. When they're outside, they'll usually find a little bit of dirt and do it like that. So I would make it very appealing. I would, just be gentle. Make sure it's a good litter. We like a good natural litter, right? Something that's soft. And make sure it's a nice big box, especially for a cat that might be indoor, outdoor. They may prefer to be out to do their business outside where they have plenty of room. So get her a big box so she has plenty of places to dig around.
It's in a good place, right?
Yes.
A nice low traffic area in the home where she feels comfortable too.
Yes.
What kind of grass?
Do you like? Pet greens.
Pet greens, and they sell everywhere. So they're
organic.
You can get it on Amazon. It's at PetSmart. You can I think they're at Target. Like they sell everywhere, but they are USDA certified organic cat grass.
Okay, we got time for a couple more. Edwin, should I get my 4-month-old kitten neutered? Edwin, this is a great question. For our boys, we really, really recommend waiting until they are as full grown as possible. People are worried about boys starting to spray once they reach like full maturity, full hormonal maturity.
If they're indoor, we've never
had that issue. And it's really important to let their bodies and their hormones develop. So if you've got a 4-month-old little boy, try to wait till he's 10 or 12 months old.
Yeah.
Or even longer.
We say as close to a year as possible that you can wait, or even over a year. Dr. Judy Morgan says if wait a year and a half, because new science is coming out showing that our cats are not fully developed. Our male cats specifically, it's their body urethra, right? It's their body parts that I'm like, this is gross talking about, but it's their body parts that are not fully developing. And then we're dealing with these reoccurring cases of urinary tract issues, which is either labeled FLUTD or cystitis. And it's just an ongoing issue. And a lot of it lies at the root of when they got neutered.
Yes. Hi, we have a 5-month-old kitten that I am feeding a raw meat diet. He gets a large variety of meats. Does he need any supplements? If you're feeding a fully balanced diet and there are no issues, then
doesn't have to. We do, but we're supplement junkies. Like we always add in like omega-3 fatty acids. Even the best raw food diets are usually missing that, right? Digestive enzymes and antioxidant enzymes. Antioxidant enzymes, sometimes digestive enzymes, the body produces it just fine. So not always, but there are benefits, right? Plants, greens. We added green jujus, just greens, into their food because they get all the, it doesn't balance the diet, but they get so many benefits from vegetables. So, and it's all organic vegetables, right? So there's many things that we can add into their diet that even the best diet can just be, the definition of a supplement is what? Something that either, if you look it up, it's the definition of a supplement is something to either complete or enhance something else, right? Same thing when it comes to our cats. It's either they use supplement packs sometimes to complete the diet, and then you can use supplements like ours to enhance the diet as well, and many others.
And the other thing I would say, you've got some healthy babies on the way. I'm being fed a great diet. Something that I might recommend, and this is why I think part of the reason we also do it, is to get our cats used to supplements, having a little something different in their diet. If, we were talking on Instagram about the fact that 90% of cats by the time they're 12 years old, probably not all on a biologically appropriate diet, 90% of cats will have some kind of arthritis by the time they're 12 years old. What can we do proactively that's often going to be a supplement that we can start adding in? So getting our cats used to it, it can be helpful.
I'm going to run through two more, then we got to go.
Walnut, do you recommend litter? Okay. Yes.
Yes. That was going to be my second one.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
But, yes, but we used walnut shell litter, and it does, or the ones that we used at least did kind of stain the wall. So be prepared for that. Be prepared that the dust of it is it stains some things. Do you recommend cats to be indoor and outdoor?
Laura.
Yes, but outdoor only under supervision, right? So allowing our cats to go outside is so great for their mental stimulation, for their overall health and well-being, to get fresh air. They're cats. It is great for them, but if we let them out unsupervised, it can be detrimental to them. So we do recommend that cats to be able to go outside, but only under supervision, only when they are in a safe space. Okay, guys, we got to go. We love you so much. Happy Monday. We will keep you posted in our stories with the progress of what's happening in our house right now. And then what we're small little crazy things that like today that we're doing when there's nothing else that can be done. So we love you so much.
Thanks for hanging
Happy
out.
Monday.
Thank you
Thanks
guys
for
for the
being
stars.
amazing.
Give your baby some boops.
You guys are the best.
I love you.
Mwah.
Bye, guys.